MLM red flags. I got asked this question the other day. Hey, Steph, how do I know if my MLM team is toxic? And today I'm going to give you 10 things to look at to assess your MLM team, or before you maybe join an MLM, to get kind of a feel of, is this a toxic environment for you? The Parisi Pack. All right, so let's talk about 10 things that differentiate good team culture on an MLM versus a toxic team culture. All right, first up, good team culture wants you to know that you have choices, where negative toxic MLM culture says, hey, you belong to us, you don't have a choice. What do I mean by that? So an example of this is if your MLM is bashing other MLMs, that's kind of toxic. If you look at other businesses, is it a witch hunt? Do they view you being in their MLM like it's a marriage commitment? People change, people have choices. A good team culture in MLM realizes this and says, hey, you can leave, you can stay. Either way, I'm going to support you as the individual. Next up, number 2, good team culture celebrates you for who you are. A toxic team culture, on the other hand, says, hey, you need to fit a mold to be here. Realize that successful businesses really look different. Marketing styles, content, the people themselves. A good team culture is going to celebrate the outside thinkers. So if you're looking around your MLM and you see that they're really saying, hey, there's only one way to do this and everybody looks the same, that might be a red flag. Number 3, good team culture in MLM values you regardless of the size of the business you build. A toxic team culture doesn't see you, hear you, or value you until you're producing at a certain level. Yikes. A good mentor will look and figure out other people's strengths. Someone may even be coaching on a team call when they don't even have a team yet. Don't you want to be valued regardless of the size of your business? You deserve to be. Good team culture, toxic team culture. Number 4, a good team has leaders that honor and serve their downline with gratitude, whereas a toxic team has leaders that expect their downline to honor and serve them. You should be able to tell this within the team. Is it all focused on the leader and their accomplishments, or on the team itself? Who is the focus? Good team versus toxic team culture. Number 5, a good team culture has each individual take responsibility for their own business, whereas a toxic team culture really has people take undue credit or pass undue blame for results. Ultimately, whether you're an MLM or a small business owner, your business results are up to you and no one else. Whether you're running for a rank, trying to hit levels, fill different organizational PV buckets, ultimately that all comes back to you and not your team. They don't owe you anything. And are you on a team where your leader expects that of you to help them? Again, huge red flag. Number 6, good team culture finds common ground among its members to celebrate, whereas a toxic team culture really has cliques, the in crowd, favorites, and kind of focuses on differences. Real life example of this, a lady I coach inside my membership, in a previous MLM that she was in, she went to a retreat and like the nobodies had the certain rooms and then all the cool people were in other rooms. Really be careful of the culture that you create within your team when you host things like this. Learn to be inclusive. Number 7, with a healthy team culture, leaders will call out the best in people for those people themselves. Whereas a toxic team leader is going to push people against their own best interest and for the benefit of the leader. An example of this could be assigning more work when your team is really spent. And again, that team leader making a decision based on their own best interest versus the team's best interest. What's in it for me kind of thing. Find a team where you are celebrated for you and where people call out the best in you. So whether you stay or leave, you leave better off. So whether you stay or if you decide to leave, you're always leaving better off. Number 8, good team culture celebrates everyone, whereas a toxic team, it's solely based on the production. Make a point to create a healthy team culture by celebrating people's non-monetary wins. Appreciate the people that you have. Number 9, good team culture versus toxic team culture. This is one of my faves. A good team culture never pressures someone to buy something that they don't want or need. Whereas a toxic team culture, it's all about buying things so that can increase the leader's volume. I hope that when you're talking to people about your MLM, you're giving them the best option for them, be that a business kit or just signing up with a paper that says, hey, you can sell these products. It should always be about the individual and what's best for them and not what's going to increase volume levels. Amazingly enough, if you treat people well and with integrity, it will all work itself out. Number 10, good team culture is easy and fun, whereas a toxic team culture is demanding, passive-aggressive, fear-based, and not really that much fun. I'm sure you got into business because you wanted to make money, but shouldn't it be fun too? Want to create the best team culture for you and your team or experience this yourself? Head on over to stephanieparisi.com and click on Create Stories That Sell, where you can connect with me. More than happy to give you more MLM tips. And if you want to see what I'm up to with my team on MLM, click on Amari. Fill out that form and I'll be in touch. Before you pop off my channel, check out either of these 2 videos that are popping up on the screen. They're here to help you win in your business. And I'll be back next week with another new video.